Hello Gamecocks! Welcome to the University Writing Center. By the end of this video, you should be able to schedule appointments with tutors and know what to expect before, during, and after a session. Due to COVID-19, for the fall 2020 semester, we will operate completely online through our scheduling platform, WC Online. Whether you're a first-year student taking your introductory English course, an advanced undergraduate working on your grad school application essay, a graduate student writing your dissertation, a faculty member polishing an article, or a staff member writing your memoir, the U of SC Writing Center is committed to helping you and all members of the University of South Carolina community take advantage of the many opportunities for learning that exist within the writing process. The center's mission is to help writers in all academic disciplines develop their writing abilities, to promote research and collaborative methods of teaching writing, to train graduate students in writing center teaching and administration, and to provide writing resources to the larger academic community. At the Writing Center, tutors help clients with any genre of writing, such as essays, lab reports, journal articles, theses and dissertations, speeches, PowerPoint presentations, resumes and cover letters, scholarship applications, and more. We also work at any stage of the writing process, from brainstorming for your first draft to reorganizing a second draft to reading over a final draft for awkward language and grammar. Since this is not a proofreading center, tutors will not read and change your papers and send them back. Appointments at the Writing Center are collaborative, illuminative workshops in which a tutor and client work together to discuss what changes need to be made and why, with the goal of not just making better papers, but better writers. To make and have a successful appointment at the Writing Center, all you need is your work, a positive attitude, and the following tools. Right now, I'm on the Writing Center's homepage on the U of SC website. Here you can see our mission, learn about our staff, navigate writing tools and resources, and make an appointment. For now, let's focus on making an appointment. To do so, you'll want to click on the burgundy hyperlinked Schedule an Appointment in this upper right-hand box. Clicking on this will bring up the WC Online database. Alternatively, you can navigate directly to this database with this URL, sc.mywconline.net. Once you click on the hyperlink or type in the URL, you will see this login page. On the right, we'll always have information about Writing Center updates, our schedule, making an appointment, and the different kind of appointments that we offer. In this left-hand box, you can log in or register for an account. If you have never made a Writing Center appointment before, the first thing you need to do is register for an account using this blue hyperlink right here. Once you click that link, this register for a new account page will pop up. We'd love for you to fill in everything, but you only need to fill in what's marked with the red asterisk. Please use your U of SC email account when you register for an account. When you're done, just click Complete Registration at the bottom, and it'll send you back to our homepage. Once you have your account set up, you can log in with your school email and Writing Center password. Upon logging in, you will see the following scheduling page. Right now, I'm using a sample schedule with only one tutor and a couple sample appointments. When you log on for the fall semester, you'll have multiple tutors to choose from, and the schedule will probably look a bit fuller. On this page, you'll see a variety of different colored blocks. Any navy blocks you see are closed time slots, where appointments cannot be made. White blocks are open slots in which you can make appointments. Olive blocks represent e-tutoring or asynchronous appointments, and red blocks represent online, face-to-face, or synchronous appointments. To create your own appointment, you just need to click on any white block. Each white block represents a 30-minute increment, and appointments must be either 30 or 60 minutes, 1 to 2 blocks. Whatever time you want your appointment to start, click on that white block. So if you'd like your appointment to start at 12 o'clock noon, click this block. When you click any white block, the following form will pop up. The first decision you want to make is if you want a 30 or 60-minute appointment. If you want a 30-minute appointment, that is already the default, and it will already be in a 30-minute increment. So if you would like a 60-minute appointment, in this case from 12 to 1, make sure to use this drop-down option to set the appointment to end at 1 o'clock for 60 minutes. Since appointments cannot be longer than 60 minutes, if you try to make an appointment longer, when you try to confirm the appointment at the end, it will not let you. I'll also note that here it gives me an option to type in a client because I am an administrator, but for you as the client, your name will automatically be at the top and you won't have to type anything in. The second decision you need to make is if you'd like to schedule an e-tutoring or an online appointment. A synchronous appointment or an online appointment is a virtual face-to-face appointment. In these appointments, using a webcam and mic through WC Online, you and the tutor will be able to view your paper in real time, see each other, and talk directly back and forth about your work. An asynchronous or e-tutoring appointment is also a virtual appointment where a very similar kind of workshopping takes place, but you do not work in real time with a tutor. Instead, you upload an assignment, and during the scheduled appointment time, the tutor will make comments and give feedback on your work and send it back to you. Synchronous appointments work well for any type of tutoring, but work especially well for brainstorming sessions, larger organizational issues, clarification work, and anything you need talking through. Asynchronous appointments are better for formatting, citation work, and grammar and syntax, or if you can't make a synchronous appointment due to your schedule. Either way, whichever one appeals most to you and your style of working, select that option by clicking on the circle next to it here. Note that whenever you go to make a new appointment, the default will always be e-tutoring. So if you want to have an online, synchronous, face-to-face appointment, you need to make sure to change this option and click Yes, Schedule an Online Appointment. Next, you'll need to enter the course this work is for. Be sure to enter the course prefix and number. Don't just say the subject, like English, or the course title, like Composition 1, but instead say ENGL space 101. Then, in the next box, enter your instructor's name. If you're working on an assignment that isn't for a class, you can put NA in both of these boxes. The next few sections ask you about the work you're bringing to the center. These items are important because they allow the tutor to know what kind of appointment to expect, so that they can prepare to tailor your appointment to your specific needs. The first item in this section is a list, from which you'll select what kind of document you're bringing to the appointment. Here you can see several different options to describe the kind of work that you're bringing. Just select the one option that's closest to your document. Then, in the following checklist, check whichever of the boxes are necessary to indicate where you are in your writing process. These next two boxes are probably the most important. They ask you what you need help with and what this paper is for. The more detail you provide, the better equipped your tutor can be when they enter your appointment. For goals and concerns, you might write, I've written the first draft of my paper, but it's not where it needs to be, and I'm unsure how to get it there. It's about a page under the length requirements, and I'm concerned that the organization isn't as strong as it could be. For this next detailed section, you might say, I'm writing an argumentative paper about the positives of electric cars, and it's due a week from today. The length requirement is 2,500 words. This next question asks you to confirm the type of appointment you're having. If you expect to meet face-to-face with a tutor, say yes and make sure you selected online above. If you don't want to meet face-to-face, go ahead and click no and make sure that you've selected e-tutoring above. If your instructor has asked you to provide documentation of your Writing Center visit, or if you'd like your professor to know you've worked with a tutor on your work, you can request that we send them a copy of this client report form in the next section. Just check yes for sending the report to an instructor, and then type their email in the following box. You may also request for this to be sent to multiple instructors by separating their emails with commas. If you don't need to send a report out, just check no and skip this next section. Finally, the form will ask you if you need any accommodations. Check yes or no. If you do, please describe in the box what accommodations you'd like to see so that the tutor can set them up before your appointment or reach out if needed. You'll notice this file attachment section at the end of the form, but we'll talk about that in a second when we go into detail about how to prepare for your appointment. Once everything looks good, you can go ahead and click Create an Appointment at the bottom. Now, when you go back and check the schedule, you should see your appointment in a red or olive block. And when you hover over the block with your cursor, your name will appear. Your appointment is now in the system, and your tutor has been notified of your appointment. You will also receive a confirmation email. You can now modify the appointment form at any time to update information, edit your appointment length, cancel or reschedule, and attach documents. Now, what should you do to prepare for your appointment? If you're planning an e-tutoring or asynchronous appointment, you need to upload the document you want workshopped before the start of the appointment. If you have the document done when you first make the appointment, you can upload it then. But if you want to work with it up until the day of your appointment, this is how to go back in and attach your work. Go ahead and log back into WC Online and click on your scheduled appointment. Your filled out form will pop up and you can scroll down to the navy button that says Edit Appointment. Now, scroll to the bottom again, and you'll see a place that says this schedule supports file attachments. Go ahead and click Choose File and select any document from your computer that you would like to attach to the appointment. When you're done, just click Save Changes, and the system will update. You can then go back to the schedule, and when you hover over your name this time, it should have updated to add the words Attached File. You can attach up to 3 documents, so if you also have a relevant assignment sheet from your professor, we recommend attaching that as well. During your appointment time, try to stay near your email. If your tutor has any problems opening your file or has any questions about your paper, they'll reach out to you via the Writing Center email account. Once the appointment has ended, your tutor will fill out an evaluation form where they will summarize what they did over the course of your appointment and how they met your desired needs. They will also attach the updated document, which will have comments throughout of recommended revisions. Most tutors use Word's review comment feature for this. Once the tutor completes their form, you will receive an email that has a summary and file attached so that you can review what happened in the appointment and any recommended next steps the tutor has. Now let's talk about online or synchronous face-to-face appointments. Though it is not required, you may attach a draft to these appointments as well, since your tutor may be able to review it before the meeting. If you have a relevant assignment sheet for the paper, we do encourage you to attach that. We recommend logging into your appointment 5 to 10 minutes before the appointment starts to workshop any tech issues that may arise. To start your appointment, log back into WC Online and click on your appointment. In this gray box, you'll see in red text a link that says Start or Join Online Consultation. Go ahead and click that to open up the synchronous appointment software. The following system will then open up. It should immediately prompt you to allow the site to use your mic and webcam, and be sure to accept or allow this. If it is your first time at the center, your tutor will walk you through how to use the online database. But here are a few important things to know before getting started. On your left, you will see 2 boxes in the upper corner. Right now there's only one because I'm doing this on my own. These are the webcam feeds, where you and the tutor will be able to see each other. There are 3 icons on it: a mic, camera, and little square. The mic enables and disables audio when you click on it. The camera enables and disables video. And the square enlarges and minimizes the size of the video. In the center is a white box with instructional text that we call the whiteboard space. This is where you will work on your paper. Both you and the tutor can type and draw in this space. To get your work into the Writing Center, either copy and paste it into this box or import it using the 2 arrows right here on top of each other. Just click the button and click Choose File to import your work, and it will show up in the whiteboard area, replacing the text that is already on the screen. Before your appointment starts, be sure to check your mic and video on your device to ensure everything is enabled and working properly. If there is a tech issue in the appointment, your tutor will workshop it with you. If you cannot get the mic or webcam working, on the right side of this system is a chat box where you and the tutor can communicate throughout the appointment by talking to one another through text, even if your mic fails. During your appointment, the tutor will ask about your work, your goals for the appointment, where you'd like to start, and then you'll workshop the paper together. Each appointment is, of course, tailored to your needs, goals, and desires. At the end of your appointment, the tutor will recap your appointment and tell you how to export your paper with any changes you made, which is done the same way you import your paper, either through copying and pasting or clicking these same arrows and exporting in any format you like. At the end of the appointment, if you'd like to make a repeat or follow-up appointment, your tutor will walk you through how to do that or make it for you themselves. Once your appointment is over, you can go ahead and exit the online database. After your appointment, your tutor will fill out the same evaluation form they fill out for asynchronous appointments, summarizing your appointment and going over any recommended next steps. It will also be sent to your email, and the only difference is that there will be no document attached. After any appointment, as previously stated, you will receive an email containing a summary of your appointment written by your tutor. If you ask for this to be sent to your professor, they will receive it as well. You will also receive your own survey and be asked to review your appointment. Filling these out helps us to continually improve our center and serve you best. And that's it. That's all you need to know for how to make and prepare for an appointment at the Writing Center. This fall semester, we're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We do recommend making appointments as soon as possible because we do fill up quite quickly, especially during midterms and finals. If you do make an appointment in advance and it turns out you don't need it or something comes up and you can't make it, please be sure to take the time to cancel your appointment. Clients who miss appointments without canceling will be marked as no-shows. And if you gain too many no-shows, your account will be temporarily disabled. Canceling appointments is a courtesy to your fellow students and colleagues who may have been able to take that slot if they knew it was open. Fortunately, canceling and rescheduling is really easy. Just log into WC Online, click on your appointment, and at the very bottom of the form, click on the red button that says Cancel Appointment. While there is no consequence for canceling appointments, we do highly encourage you to cancel with a 24-hour notice. Further, if you want to make an appointment and see that we're booked, we have a new waiting list option. All you need to do is click on the blue text that says Waiting List at the bottom of the day that you want to have an appointment. When you click on that, you'll be able to choose any staff and any time that you want an appointment and add yourself to the waiting list. Then, if anyone cancels during the time you've signed up for the waiting list, you'll get an email notification and can log in and make an appointment during that time. Beyond appointments, the Writing Center also offers other tools for refining your writing skills, like presentations, workshops, write-ins, and more. To stay in touch about these events and with any other Writing Center updates, be sure to follow us on social media at U of SC Writing Center on Instagram, at U of SC Writing Center, center spelled CTR, on Twitter, and at the University of South Carolina Writing Center on Facebook. For any questions, please email the Writing Center Director, Dr. Deidre Ann Evans-Garriott, at englwc@mailbox.sc.edu. Thank you for taking the time to explore the Writing Center with me, and we hope to see you soon.